That's a lot of points on the leaderboard for the victory campaign. Want to see how we got there? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Blue KQ here. Welcome to the arcade. Today we're following a match in the Z-39. I chose to play this ship that's been in my port for a while, but I haven't had a chance to play it because my clan needed some stars in the weekend clan battles, and the 900 base XP spot was still available for the German destroyers, so I thought that would be a great opportunity for me to get to know this premium tier 8 destroyer. We're on the map Two Brothers on standard battle, and as you can tell from the mini-map, my team is not following my preferred strategy, and so far we're all focusing on one side. That, like I mentioned in my Missouri Yummy Plains video, is not my preferred strategy. I much prefer to have the team split to both sides so that one side can push on whichever side is weakest for the team, the enemy team, and our team can block and the larger push for the enemy team. Did get first blood with a torpedo hit on that Kagero as he was backing up. The very far right torpedo got him, so he almost cleared all of my torpedoes, but just wasn't fast enough to avoid the entire spread. Plus my teammate sent a bunch of torpedoes in there as well, so he would have had to back all the way out of his smoke to survive those two torpedo spreads. I'm trying to use RPF here to figure out if there's another ship that's just not spotted, and I think RPF's just a little bit off, and it's actually focused on that battleship that I'm aiming at, because as I do some more looking, it's clear there's not another ship there. I decided to smoke up and try to use some guns. The German destroyer AP is supposed to be pretty good on nice broadside targets, so I'm using that now from smoke and assuming that my Benson teammate is going to keep spotting everybody for me and for the rest of my team. This Tirpitz is going to learn as he gets a little further out from the island and gets more exposed to the rest of my teammates there. He's going to decide not to push up and instead start turning away. I was really hoping these torpedoes were going to hit the Tirpitz as he turned in closer and became more aggressive, but with his push away, he's creating a greater distance and thus more time to get away from my torpedoes. And unfortunately, it looks like all of these are probably going to miss. I do set a couple of fires so far, and when I look at him, he's completely engulfed in flame. So he's either got fire prevention and 3 fires burning, or he's got 4 fires burning, but his health is rapidly depleting. More torpedoes coming in from both sides of me, headed for those ships. I'm not sure if any of these are actually going to connect, but as my smoke's about to run out, it's time for me to leave. Plus I'm being pushed by this Richelieu a little bit, so I decided it's time to go. As I'm getting further away, I want to try to this German DD AP on the broadside Charles Martel, and he starts to turn a little bit further away, so it not quite as effective. But again, I'm just trying to get to know this ship. We did get the kill on the Tirpitz with one of our fires, so even though there was other people focusing on him and taking away a bunch of his health, we ended up getting the kill. The Charles Martel is destroyed before my last salvo gets to him. So now we just have the Richelieu that's already pointed further away and headed back to their base. And as you can tell on the mini-map, the enemy team is at our doorstep, at our base. So I decide I'm going to head back there to defend, which is my preferred strategy. As long as we can defend and delay their capping of our point for as long as we can, then we have the chance to get to work on the offensive side later. I'm headed back to try to kill this Akatsuki that's way back in our backfield. He's focused on this North Carolina right now, and I'm kind of hoping that the North Carolina can get some good hits on him because I'm still pretty far away. And we got the Cyclone closing in on us, so our visibility is about to drop. It's working its way down right now. So I'm getting out there trying to get my guns set up on my port side of my ship so I can get more shots on him, and the North Carolina does indeed die. So now that he's turned more broadside and I'm closer, I feel like I'm going to get some good hits on him, so I go ahead and start shooting at him, taking a risk that the enemy team can shoot at me because I'll be spotted and be within their range even if they're not within mine. So I did take out a module there with that last salvo. Now we spot the Sims. He's slowing down to smoke over there. So it looks like I'm going to have plenty of company back south of our base. That Katsuki is spotted again. I put my hydro on so that I can spot what I assume are going to be torpedoes headed my way, and I want to try to finish him off. He's pretty low. Looks like the module I took out was his engine, so he's moving slower than he would with a fully prepared ship. And that salvo I completely missed, which is kind of unfortunate, but he didn't slide over as far as I thought. Get a pretty good hit with those 2 shells, and managed to sink him. So now I'm gonna focus on this Sims. I want to make sure that we get rid of as many destroyers as possible, so that we have the visibility advantage. With this storm moving in, it means that our visibility is limited to 8 kilometers. So if we spot each other, we're both going to be in range. The ARP Takao is over there, as well as the Sims. Now we're both spotted, so I'm going to go ahead and start shooting at the Sims. But I need to smoke up too, because I'm not in a position where I can take on both of those ships right now. I send this set of torpedoes out after that Takao, and another set here into the Sims smoke. I still have my hydro running, so I'm spotting his torpedoes pretty early, which is a significant advantage in this particular case. I'm going to keep shooting into smoke where I see his shots coming from. He's not doing a great job of anticipating where I'm actually moving to, so I'm going to keep moving in my smoke, whereas he's being pretty static with his movements. One quick thing, this ARP Takao showing up as an Atago. Wargaming helped me get this replay working with by changing the client that I'm using to watch this replay, and so the settings aren't exactly there. So it shows up as a Tago, but it really is an ARP Takao. Again, managed to get a torpedo hit on the Sims sitting there in his smoke. Pretty lucky that he didn't decide he wanted to play a little differently by moving more or pointing his nose towards me to lessen the profile available for my torpedoes to hit, but I'll take it. Okay, ships dying all around us. We have 4 ships left on their team, and 3 of them are either in the cap or right next to the cap. So I'm in here defending. We still have some ships helping out, and this Prince Idle Frederick was the one who was spotting me before I shot, so figured I might as well get some shots out while I was going to get shot at. So we see this New Mexico coming in. It looks like he's going to be pretty aggressive coming into the cap, and so I send my torpedoes out hoping that he either wanders into them or that they will at least push him out of the way. This Takao is still out there working on the ships that he can see. So the New Mexico there, the Benson is also there. We had a bunch of teammates in their cap, but they've come, a couple of them have come up the middle channel to try to help defend, which is okay, because again, I would prefer to play defensive rather than always offensive and let them cap us out, because we weren't willing to come back to defend. I did get 2 torpedo hits on that New Mexico, so that does some significant damage, but since he was still nearly full health, it's not enough to do a lot. This Prince Idle Frederick is here. He's going to kill this Benson, but there's a bunch of torpedoes headed his way, so that's just a trade for him. We had some ARP Takao torpedoes coming in. Our New Mexico that was there was in defending is also dead. The team members that are pushing up from the other cap managed to kill the Vladivostok, so now there's just 2 enemy ships left, the ARP Takao and that New Mexico. The Benson hole there does help create a bigger space for me to get through, and I'm grateful for that. But RPF is showing me this Takao is right around the corner here, and he does show up there. He already launched torpedoes from one side of his ship though, and so even though I was thinking about backing up, now I need to try to go forward. He takes out my engine and basically seals my fate. Here's the fun part. Let's enlarge chat a little bit, and he's a little bit salty, but with my torpedoes hitting him, I get Confederate Kraken unleashed, and it's just a flesh wound, so I throw a little salt back his way and say, "You were saying?" And he shows that he's got a pretty good sense of humor as well. So I can appreciate that, as opposed to somebody just being cranky all the time in game, which is all too common these days. So there's that match. There's just the New Mexico left, and we're about to cap out their base for the win. So that was a fun battle. Here's those points again. 462 points for winning a battle, destroying an enemy ship, earning a heroic achievement, and earning an honorary achievement. So I checked all the boxes. Here's the final results screen. 99,500 damage, Confederate Kraken, flesh wound, and devastating strike. 84 gun hits, 6 torpedo hits, and the 5 enemy ships sunk, 3 floodings, and with the premium time and whatnot, 5,902 XP. Here's the team scorer listing. 2,235 base XP for the win, about 900 XP more than anybody else on my team, although a couple people also had pretty good matches in this particular battle, and a couple pretty good matches for the top of the losing team as well. On the detailed results screen, you got the 5 ships sunk, of course, almost 26,000 on that tier pits at the beginning, 20,480 on the Takao at the end, 12,000 on the Kagero, which was that dev strike at the very beginning, 8,000 on the Sims, 3,800 on the Akatsuki, and the 2 torpedo hits for 21,700 on the New Mexico. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the thumbs up button if you do. Leave me some comments down below of what you would like to see in this channel. Do you prefer these over the first hour videos of new games? I have fun with either of those, so let me know what you want to see more of. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and hit the bell button to be notified right when a video is published. Thanks for stopping by the arcade. Have a great day.